Let's do the tutorial of Mega Man X3 any percent category. My name is Berlindude1 and I will show you now some strats of the game that brings you hopefully into the possibility to get a 45, 44 or 43. I have to mention that there is a much better tutorial already outside from Justincredible, but it's on 100%, but many of the strats you can actually adapt because they're similar to the 100%. But I will show you just how to play the levels and how to play important stuff during the levels and the quick kills of the bosses and some techniques I am playing. Actually, I don't say that they are the best, but I got asked if I can do a tutorial for any percent to make it a little bit better to understand how to play this or that stage fast, kind of fast, and it's actually not an easy run because you play on low health and a lot of stuff is making a ton of damage. But yeah, like I already mentioned, it's just a tutorial to get fast through everything in every stage, and hopefully it's not longer than 2 or 3 hours maximum, but it should be actually not so long. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it, and every time when there is a mentioning to the Justincredible tutorial, I will do that, so you can actually check it out there. So yeah, let's do the tutorial of Mega Man X3. Let me just check it, everything is fine, it should be fine, yeah, it's all fine, good. So, timer starts with game start, of course, but yeah, this is like more, I go for more advanced stuff, I'm not going for basic stuff. For basic stuff, please watch the tutorial of Justin, Mega Man X3 100%. For the strats I'm doing, most of the things I learned by watching or by learning from the tutorial of Justincredible of 100%, so look at that. I will do a link definitely in the description so you can check it out. So intro stage is actually super easy. It's longer than every other intro stage. You start with a dash lemon and then a charge. And then you can do that the same with these guys, or you can make a big charge for the third guy, then you make a big charge here. It's always a small charge and a lemon, a dash lemon, to kill these guys. And then you are facing Mac. Just an unskippable cutscene. Mac was or is a Maverick hunter and turned against you, turned Maverick or whatever, and capture you, and first time you can actually play Zero. So in the moment you see in the background this shining thing, when it stops you press dash, so you can actually start dashing in that moment. To make just big jumps over these things you can make a gap jump, but I don't know how to do it. You shoot one away, then you climb with small jumps. You get two of these things touching you, but it's okay. You damage boost them to go up there. And in the moment you gain control, you see that by walking you shoot the charge. And what is the easiest, you make just 2 charges with Zero and then you free him. Because this thing on the top, what is catching X, can only be destroyed when Mac is destroyed. So you can shoot whatever you want there, even the saber hitting. You cannot kill this thing until it allows you to kill it. And then we have Moa, and Moa can actually fist at you or fist against you, like on the ground or to you. And the best thing is just always be in the moving position. Important thing, I tell you when we are reaching the kill, because the explosion is super long. So don't stop holding your charge, because when you're entering the door and you stop holding the charge, it will disappear. So you continue holding the charge, and this guy needs 2 big charges, and all the rest it's small green charges. So this is like how he gets played, but it's actually super easy and it's not a big deal, I would say. So now we're just coming to the first stage. It's Blizzard Buffalo, And Blizzard Buffalo is actually just ice physics and move forward. Should be, since you play it very often, or you should play it very often since you are speedrunning that should be the stage you play the best. Yeah, you use the ice physics to speed up. You release there the charge to kill these guys. If you are doing a big charge there, you will start to create lag, so it's better there to make a dash lemon and a small charge, but I just want to pass the stage as fast as possible. And then I will just explain when we are in the important stuff. So yeah, it's just dashing and shooting. And yeah, you're on ice physics, you just jump here with small dash jumps. If you get hit, it's fine. You can actually take here the HP if you are having low HP. You kill these guys, or not. You can also damage boost through them, you jump and shoot. And the important part is here. So you come here with dash, and you have to make a dash jump very in the late part to reach that place, because if you do it too early you will not reach it and you will fall down and you have to go up again and you get hit, and you have these guys here and you have a lot of problems, as you can see. So not only that you are having problems with the ice physics, you can also die there, so you have to jump very late. That's for the Blizzard Buffalo cap. So you need the dash boots here because they are very important during the whole run. And then I will show you how to fight Blizzard Buffalo. After you get control again of X, you can actually get here a speed boost from this, but yeah, check the tutorial out because I cannot do it. And then we just come to Blizzard Buffalo stage and I show you two ways how to play it. There is a faster way of that. So there are two ways I can show you, but there's actually a CFO strat. CFO means like you shoot a lemon and then you start charging, so your charge is already faster. But for that you have to watch the tutorial of Justincredible for Blizzard Buffalo, because he explains step by step how to do the CFO strat. I can only show you the big charges, and I will show you the easy way, and there was more advanced strats. So you come here in the charge, you shoot just because of releasing it, then you go over him, and the easy way is every time when he watches you, you shoot the charge. If you do it too early or too late, he will come to you, but you have just to force yourself to wait until he watches you, and then always jump and shoot. Look that you are having the yellow sparks, and if you are doing it too short or too low, he will come for you. So let's do this again. So it's actually just a timing thing. What you can also do is like you can do an up dash, so you have a longer dash situation. So what you can also do is like you make this, so he always thinks you are jumping over him. So the mechanic of this guy is he always thinks when you're jumping and you're in the jumping animation, you are jumping over him and he's forced to go to the wall. But yeah, that's how you have to fight this guy. Now I show you a little bit the more advanced strat against him. So yeah, you just have to jump every time when he's watching at you, so he's forced to go to the left. There's another way to play it a little bit faster. It's like every time when your charge is ready, you directly fire it, so it means now you fire, then you jump. You always just watch, are you already yellow sparkling? And if you do it too early, you only release a small charge and makes only 1 damage. And then you have to make another shot and it's slower. So there is a timing thing. But yeah, let's do this one more time. And I will try to show you how to play the fight completely correctly by getting all the big charges in the right time. But yeah, for that you have to watch less on the character, on the buffalo, and more about your charge, that your charge is ready. And you always have to jump late or in the right moment. So you can see that your charges are fast already. And if you are holding it not long enough, of course you just get a green shot out. It's kind of that. This is like the advanced strats, what is a little bit faster. You have to check that your sparkles are coming and that it's like a timing thing, and it's like a lot of shots in the ground and then one in the top and then always like killing him like that, and that's fine. So it's like Blizzard Buffalo Sage, very easy, very easy to learn, very easy to play. You don't have to look so much about the HP. And now we're coming to Toxic Seahorse and 80% because first stages are these two. And let me just explain one thing right now, what I want to tell you about the ice weapon. So the ice weapon, when you hit the ice weapon and some of the enemies, it always drops HP, small or big one. So this game has actually the possibility to refill your HP by shooting a weapon. When you get the toxic shot here from Toxic Seahorse, every small enemies what you hit can drop ammo or will drop ammo. So in that case, using the ice can force the enemy, many of them basic enemies what are on the ground, to drop HP. So for Toxic Seahorse it's a lot of climbing. One mini boss with ice and one boss what has some iframes. The beginning is just big dash jumps here and avoid to get hit, then you charge, you kill these two guys, and now we come to this part here. Important stuff in this part is that you go here with up dash and then with two big jumps, so this guy cannot hit you. Because if you are like doing not it correctly, this guy will come to the left and will always hit you. So to avoid this, you make like, you go here with up dash and then you go with dash jumps, so this guy will not come down. So it's two big jumps. You see that the enemies are spawning super quickly. Up dash and then two dash jumps, and then you see you can pass this guy. So it's one up dash, then climb on the ledge and then make a dash jump to the left and go up, and this rotation thing will not hit you. So after you kill this guy, like up dash 1, 2, 3, and yeah, many times even when you want to do a dash jump, it could be that you do an up dash. It's the problem of X3. So yeah, you have to live with that. And if you don't make it climb, you will get the damage, and then you have to damage boost through this guy to go here up. And then you make just with two dash lemons this guy out. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7. Then make one dash lamp and the second dash lemon, and he's dead. Then you just go here with up dash. You can kill this guy, or you can just stay on the ledge and he will shoot upwards. And if you have low HP, there is an HP what just comes in the way. But yeah, this is like the climb most of the time. So 1, 2, and then 3, 4, then 3 jumps, then we make one dash lemon and another one. Then we go just left, right, force the guy to the other side. Then we make an up dash. We can kill this guy, it's easier, and then we climb. And for any percent, it's good to have one heart. And I recommend to get the heart in Seahorse or in Tiger. So the heart is actually here, and you climb very fast and then you get it. And it's not necessary, but it helps you, since you will many times have the possibility to survive with 2 HP. So I recommend the Seahorse heart, but you can also take the Tiger heart, whatever you feel better. The Tiger heart is just a little bit, I think a little bit slower by 1 second, but I'm not sure. So again the climb, and then we continue 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we make 3 jumps, and then we make 1 dash limit and another one, and this guy's dead. Then we just go left, right, then we make an up dash here, then we kill this guy. And you see inputs in X3 can really force you to do funny stuff. Then we go from the left to the right, and then we are just killing this guy. And then after get the heart, we can go down and kill this guy, or we can just touch the wall and then air dash over him. Depends what you want. So one more time. It's like 1, 2, and then dash lemon and dash lemon. And if you're fast enough, this guy will not hit you. Could be that he's hitting you, but most of the time, if you do it correctly, he will not hit you. Kill this guy, so he's not bothering you. Go up here, take the heart, or ignore the heart if you want to take the heart in Tiger. And then just take the... Every time when you're touching the wall, you can do another air dash. So since you have this possibility to do air dashes after you touch the wall, also from the air, you should definitely go over him. If you want to be safe, you can just land on the ground, but this is like easier. And then we are in the bit and bite room, what we are just seeing now often, and then we start charging. That was like the climb, what is important. Then we start charging. We touch the wall to get an air dash after that section, so we are reaching that part here mostly. Big charge and small charges, like 5 guys on the way, and then we are switching to ice for the mini boss. And I show you how to play the mini boss in my way. It's just normal shot and mash the shots into him, and that's it. So yeah, the mini boss, you can actually, if you're a good masher, you can get like more shots into him, or you just use the iframes, like you bonk him. You can actually bonk him and then get more shots into him, like whatever you want, but it's like for me always a 3 cycle. But I start with a normal jump to the right, I hold right, and then I'll make like 4 or 5 shots, and if I get hit, well, I get hit, and then he's dead. But yeah, you can actually quick kill this guy much faster, and you don't have to look for the eyes since you have still enough eyes for the end boss. So a lot of things are with eyes in this. Then you change to Buster because you need that, and then you climb here again, and I will just save that part to explain you how to climb here. It's actually not so hard. So it's like you use the platform to do here 2 small ones here also, and then you make 2 big air dashes. This is everything. If you're good in gap jumps, you can actually use here the gap jumps to go up. Or if you're not good in gap jumps, just walk the ladder up. But yeah, whatever you prefer. This is like gap jumps. So one more time, it's like we do dash jump, then we make small here, up dash, and you can actually even reach everything with just 1 touch. In the beginning I always do 2, and then depends how high I come with my up dash, I do 1 or I do 2 touches. Up dash is just holding up and press the dash button, if you don't know this. So this is like always 2 here. If you want, you can make 2 there also, and then you can make here if you want gap jumps. Or what I always do is like I just walk. And you start charging when you are like here in the top. So leathers are actually super free. And then you charging. So one more time, here is like 1, 2, and if you want 1, 2, and then just 1, and always up dash, take the leather and charge. Then there are 2 guys you kill, this guy and this guy. Well, don't bonk these guys, they make a ton of damage. And touch this wall, and then you're here. So let me just make a save state there in the top. Up dash, and then just... Let me just save it here, so you understand what comes. So you charge on the way up, you kill this guy, then you release it here, so you get this guy, and then you make an air dash over him, touch the wall, and make an air dash to this side. It's like one big charge and 2 or 3 lemons into him that he's dying. You don't have to kill the last guy, but you can actually kill the last guy if you want also, but it's slower. So make a jump and then the air dash, touch the wall and then make an air dash to the left. And if you want to be safe, you can also come here and just release the charge and wait until he's dead and then go over that, or dash jump or whatever you want. But it's actually not so hard to get this part. So it's like release it here when you're falling and then just touch the wall and go to that side and he's always dead. Should be not a big deal, but whatever you like. So release it when you're falling, so you get him, and then just ignore this or kill him. And if you kill this guy, don't kill this guy, he makes a ton of damage. These guys, these red guys, make like 6 HP damage, so please don't touch them, only get hit by their projectiles. It's better than bonk their body. They make a ton of damage. If you want to be safe, you can actually also shoot later. And what I always do is like, I release the air dash when I'm like under him, so when I'm on the feet. So then I do the shots into him, and if I didn't kill him, I make here like a wall climb and then kill him. But depends. So yeah, it's actually not so hard. Just don't bonk these guys, and if you bonk them, well, shame on you. You can also kill him already and land on that, but I always do it a little bit lower, so I have more time. If I miss one shot, that I do a wall climb or like a wall kick, and then I kill him with the last 1 or 2 lemons what I needed. But you can actually also kill him very early. So you can actually also do the air dash here, and then you are like on the top. Then you switch. Let me just do it one more time. Your charge buster is very quickly there, so you don't have to worry that he's ready or not. So I always do that, and then I fall down and do the air dash from the leather. So after I kill that guy, I press down to get the ladder down, release my jump so I fall, and on the highest point after the ladder is like going into the room, I just make the air dash to the door. And now I show you 2 ways of how to play Mr. Toxic Seahorse. There's the easy way, if you are like afraid to do the iframe stuff. You can do that, you just jump and then you always put the ice over him. It's slow, but it will always work. He will just come a little bit to you. Super easy, but super slow, but it works. That's the easy way if you have like low HP, for example, and you don't want to lose your life because you have like 4 HP or less. One bonk of him, body bonk, is 4 HP. But yeah, depends on you. Now I'll show you kind of an advanced strat. There's a faster way, what the actual runners are doing right now, but I show you how I learned that. And if you want to learn the quicker, you can also watch the tutorial from Justincredible. He's explaining that there a lot. I show you just my way, and it's actually not so hard. So the thing is, like, what you're doing is you just jump, and then when he's like in the ground, like after 2 seconds, you mash like the ice into him. Then you get another one on the other side, and you normally can kill him in a 3 round. So what I do mostly is like I jump, hit him in the air, then he's falling down, and then I count in my brain like 1.5 to 2 seconds, kind of, and then I mash the ice into him, because if you do it too early, you don't hit him and you lose ice. So you have to wait a tiny bit of time, perhaps 1 second, perhaps 1.5 seconds. You mash the ice into him, but not too much, like 5 or 6 shots, perhaps even 7 maximum, depends how fast you can mash. Then you put an ice on the ground, so he's jumping into that, and then you go to the other side and put on the highest place another ice. As higher as the seahorse is falling down, as longer his iframes will be vulnerable, so you can hit him. As lower as he is, as lower you can put the ice into him, but it always depends on how fast you can mash. But it's like one high, then put like 4 or 5 shots into him, put one on the ground that he's jumping on it, because you stay there, and then you go to the other side, put another ice. The ice is very slow and takes forever until this ice goes, so then you put it on the top, he goes on the ground, and then you kill him off, or do another shot if you have to. So I show you that one more time, and then we are going to Tiger stage. So you just jump, put the ice into him, then, well, you have to be closer to him, of course. If you're too far away, you cannot put the ice into him, so you have to be a little bit closer to him. Others are doing the bonk and then go inside of him, use the iframes, but whatever. So you put some shots into him, then you put it here, and maximum 2 shots you need to kill him. But you should be able to kill him in the 3rd attack, what you do. But yeah, this is how I play Seahorse. If you want to play better, you can actually watch right now any percent and 100% runners, or just watch the tutorial of Justincredible. So this is like Toxic Seahorse strats with the climbs, what you have to look for, and how you have to kill the mini boss, and how you have to climb after, and gap jumps and stuff like that. Now we have 3 bosses in front of us, and these guys will appear in the next 3, or like next 3 stages the small guy will appear, and then the other one, the big guy, will appear. Now when we are reaching them, when we are like meeting them, I will explain you how to fight these guys. And yeah, they can come in the next 3, and I always recommend to play Tiger first. But normally the route is like you start with Tunnel Rhino, then you go to Tiger, and then you go to Catfish. But I always do Tiger first, then I go to Rhino, and then I go to Catfish. Mostly I did that because I got the heart here, I got an extra heart, but from Seahorse you can go to Tunnel Rhino. But many times, from my feeling, is that Bit, the guy we have to fight anyway in the next 3 stages, comes at the 1st stage. So that's why I recommend Tiger, and then Rhino, and then Catfish. But whatever you want, this is my route. You can do like everything what you want. You can do Tunnel Rhino, then Tiger, and then Catfish, or Tiger, Rhino, and then Catfish. But the next 3 stages are like that for me. So let's go into Tiger. And Tiger stage is also directly in the beginning a thing of climbing. So I will just save it now here. So here's a special climb. Since you like, there's one thing I want to mention. Let me just. There is a sub tank. If you want to have 2 sub tanks in this run, you can actually go to. Wait, I just want to show you. Here's the sub tank. So if you want to have 2 sub tanks, you can go and take the sub tank. But if you want to take the sub tank, I recommend Tunnel Rhino first, because then you have the drills, and with the drills you can actually put them into these punching guys and avoid to get hit. So if you want to have a 2nd sub tank, you go first Tunnel Rhino, then you go to Tiger, and then you go to World Catfish. If you don't want to have a 2nd sub tank, there is 1 sub tank on the way in Tunnel Rhino we will take. So yeah, just for your information. So now I show you the climb here in the beginning. So here there's a thing what many people don't understand, how to come up there without getting any hit. So you are going here up, and then you wonder why you cannot pass this guy, and you have to take damage. And there's actually a way that you can pass this guy, this flying mosquito. It's just you have to make another up dash there from the wall. So it's like you're going here up, then you make another up dash, and then you pass this guy. So you pass this guy when you like from the wall, make an up dash, and then you are getting pushed to the left, so you are not getting hit from this guy, the punching guy. So it's just like that. And then since we are very slow on the climbing, we always climb the wall up, and then we are faster than just normal climbing. Yeah, 3 of these guys. And now we come to the mini boss, and I show you just my way. There's a faster way. So yeah, watch the tutorial of Justincredible. He's vulnerable to ice. There's a quick kill possibility of this guy by putting all the 5 shots into him before he's like going away, but I do a little bit slower this because I'm not so fast. There's in the background a flickering thing, and when it flickers the second time you get control, and what I always do is like I go to the wall and do a dash jump, put 2 eyes on them, then wait that he's coming left down, put 2 another eyes, and when he got hit a third one, he needs 5 eyes, and then I go to the right. So now you get control. I put 2 into them, I just wait here in the top, put 2 eyes, and when he gets hit, I try to go to the right. If you get hit by his attack, you get hit by his attack. So yeah, this is like I play it. It's slower definitely than the fast way, and this is how I play best case. I put 2 eyes very high that he gets hit, and when he gets hit the first one, I put another one on the way to the ground and go to the right. And that's how you play the mini boss, but again, there is a way to fight this guy faster, and if you want to kill him in the 1 cycle, please watch the tutorial of Justincredible. I will link that in the description. Now we come to this part, and I have to mention one thing. So you can actually put ice in these guys and you get always HP. So if you need HP, you can actually, you see like every one of these guys is dropping HP, but I only recommend these guys with like a crystal head to kill them if you need HP. And the way I play is like I do dash jumps over this guy, and then I go on the top here and make an air dash. Here the same, and then I just do big jumps, big dash jumps. And most of the time, if I need just a little bit HP because I bonked the mini boss, I just kill the last guy and go to the door, because now bit can actually appear, and it's always better to have more HP. So yeah, if you need HP, like I said, I do this. I do here, like I go up here and then I do another air dash, and then I just do dash jumps over this and kill this guy and take the HP with me if I need. If I don't need any HP, I don't kill this guy. And we enter that boss door, or this secondary boss thing, like bit boss or bite boss, with the dash, with the buster, because we start with the buster then. So one more time. So let me just bonk this guy, for example, then I just take here the HP, for example, or there, or just there. If I don't need HP anymore, I just jump over him and change to buster. So it's just like go over this guy and then go over this guy, and this is what I do. You don't have to do that. And let's see if bit is coming, or if bit is not coming. He can come now or he can come later. He's here. That's actually good for us. So I explain you the bit fight, but there is also a tutorial, like I said, what has a better explanation about this guy. So bit is actually weak to ice, and what we always do is we start with the dash lemon, and then we are changing into ice. And we put always 1 ice into his feet and 1 ice into when he's on the top. He will always try to attack you where you are right now. So when you're like in the air, he will come for you in that place when he's like jumping. So when he jumps up and you are in that moment in the air, he will come for you, and then he continues that pattern until he throws rings what are catching you, or if he throws fireballs what are trying to attack you. So he makes a ton of damage with his fireballs he's throwing and with his sword he's doing at you. And if you want to have low HP less against him, you just have to bonk his body without the sword. And the fight looks like that. So you just start with lemon, then you switch to ice, and you always put one on the ground and one on the top. So you see, like every time when he's like, so every time when I'm like in the air, he followed me and he comes to my side. And every time when he tries to attack me with his fireball, I just directly dash jump into his body, so I only get 1 HP damage instead of more HP, and then I have some iframes, and I will try to avoid to get hit by these flying fireballs from him. And it's like always like putting one on the top and one on the ground, and the pattern will be explained, like I said, in the other tutorial, but I will just try to show you again how it can look like. So you start with a lemon, one on the ground, then he comes to you, one on the ground. If he attacks you, you can just bonk him, and with the last shot, when he has only 1 HP left, you just shoot a lemon. Don't kill him with the ice, because if you kill him with the ice, he will explode. It causes 15 to 20 seconds, and yeah, if you kill both of these guys, the mini bosses Spit and Bite, you have an alternate boss, and the alternate boss is actually slower and not so easy to defeat than the God Car Machine in the end. So it's like always, start with a lemon and shoot an ice into his feet, and then get him on the ground, get him on the top every time, and he repeats his pattern. And when he throws something at you, what I always do, like when he throws his rings or when he throws the fireball, I just dash into him and put the ice into him, and I continue until he starts his jump pattern again. What is like jump up, come to the other side, jump up, come to the other side, until he does something. So it's actually super easy, but yeah, you have to learn the pattern. So 1 lemon. And you see, like I got 3 damage because of the sword. If I just bonk into him, I just get 1 damage, if you see that. And if you get into the ring, of him, you have to mash it out, like by moving your hands, because you're like captured and you just have to press a lot of stuff to get out of that. So one more time, but yeah, if you want to learn that, just watch the tutorial, or you see, like I was bonking the body, and when I get hit from this fireball, I like got 4 HP damage. So yeah, definitely always go for the body of the guys when they are not attacking you, because when they attack you, they make more damage. When they have the sword out, or when Bite has this power fist, they will make a ton of damage. So always bonk them only when they are not really attacking you, like when they're in the situation that they are like doing nothing. Okay, last time, and then we continue for Tiger, and I explain you what Tiger can do. Well, X3 has interesting inputs always, so it could be that you don't get dash jumps. Whatever. So 1 up, 1 down. So I bonked him to not get captured, and he's done. Every time when you don't want to get captured, or when you don't want to get hit by the fireball stuff, you always use a bonk into the body. Then we go here in the up, then we make a dash jump to the left, we touch the wall, and then again, don't touch these guys make a ton of damage, that's why I make there an air dash. And if you want, you can actually also get you can get the heart from Tiger here. Okay, well, this guy can also go to the right. So if you want to take the heart from the Tiger, you just go here. If you need another heart. But yeah, actually it's better just to have 1 heart. it's enough. But if you want to be safe, you can take here a second heart by taking that one. And then I explain how to play Tiger fight here. So should be actually not a different pattern if I say it here. So Tiger does the following. Tiger is having kind of, I think, 4 different patterns. He can shoot his ray splasher at you. Only the third one can actually hit you when you're standing on the side, like when he's on the right side and you're on the left side. Only the third one can hit you. So what we are doing is a CFO strat, so we put like 2 shots into him. He's getting hit twice, and then we jump over his third ray splasher and release the charge and go back to the left side. He gets always hit by 2 lemons, and then I always charge, or we always charge. He can go to the wall and then continue back to his position he was, or he can stay on the wall. He can then come down and try to slash you wherever you are. And if he's in the middle of the room, he will always hit you and it will be very hard to fight him. So the best would be he's just ray splashing, or he's going to the wall and then flies back to his position. Don't stay at the wall. If he stays on the wall, you have to go to the other side or under him and make a full charge into his body until he's trying to come to you. Same thing, if you bonk the body, it's better when he's if he hits you with a slash. So if he hits you with his slash attack, he makes a ton of damage, and when he's like if he has 8 HP or less, he will he has the possibility to start charging. That means he's coming for you with a charge attack and you have to go over him, and you just hope that he's not doing it too often, because it takes a lot of time. He's like not hittable in this moment, and the best thing is he's not charging at all. So yeah, let us just fight a little bit Tiger, like 2 or 3 fights, and then we continue for the next stage. So I always do that. I always like shoot at him, and then I just force him perhaps to come back down. So you can do that, or you can do that, and you see the third one only can hit you, so you just jump over that. Always 2 lemons, and then the third one I just jump over and continue shooting. And that was actually one of the best patterns he can actually give you. So what he can do, like I said, is like he can stay on the wall, and another thing what you have to understand is you can only attack him when he is in an attack mode, or when he's on the wall. So when he's on the ground and you shoot at him when he's like waiting for you, he will block your shot, and then he starts another attack. So he will do his claw and he will block your shot. So you can only attack him with lemons and not with charge shots. And yeah, we start with lemons, and when we are doing a charge, he will block that if he's not in an attack mode or if he's not on the wall. So that's why I will just show you what I just mean. Like, let me just show you that quickly what I just mean. So he's on the ground, lemons, he does not react, but now I shoot and you see he blocks that. But if he's in the air, he cannot block that. But if he's doing nothing, he blocks that. But there he cannot block it. Now he blocks it again. So this is how Tiger works. So you can put lemons into him, like the normal shots, but the charge you can only put into him when he's like doing an attack, or is he flying, or is on the wall. Then he cannot block that. This is how Tiger works. Let's see if he's charging, perhaps. So you can see how looks the charge, but it's actually super easy. If you want to be safe, you can also just shoot lemons into him and jump over the third one. It's slower, but you can do that, and always charge when he's on the wall. And he can stay forever there, and you don't know where he's coming. And now he's in the middle, and he will always hit you. And this is a charge attack, and in the charge attack you cannot attack him. and you have to avoid getting hit. And yeah, he can do that from 8 HP on, and it causes a lot of time. So let's play this one more time in a normal way, and you never know what kind of RNG he's doing. You have to get used to that, and Tiger can be really a really bad situation. Yeah, so he can go to both sides. So it's not so good when he's blocking, but yeah. So that would be actually not a bad pattern, because he didn't charge even once. This is Tiger stage, and this is Tiger fight, kind of. So yeah, now I go to Tunnel Rhino, and others go Tunnel Rhino first. They go to Tunnel Rhino first there are these guys who make the spikes. I just showed you these guys, they make a ton of damage, don't bonk them. And they use the drills to pass them. So yeah, let's just play Tunnel Rhino. So Tunnel Rhino, the beginning is actually just 3 dash jumps to not get hit by these blocks. So you just make dash jump and dash jump, like you dash under these stones. And there are 2 ways then. You can then charge up and then use a big charge and a lemon to kill this guy. But most of the time you can just use ice and they are directly dead. So yeah, it's just dash jump and dash under this block. And advanced strat is just release the charge here and do a lemon and he's dead. And safety strat is always use the ice and don't get thrown down. This block guy here, just put 2 ice into him, he's then always dead. And it's just movement. And here's the sub-tank I was mentioning. You should definitely take it, especially when you want to be safe. And if Bit didn't come right now, Bit would come here, so you have to change to Buster and fight him here. Use the ice for the green guys, and now we have some of these guys. They can shoot. They can shoot up to you normal shots, or they can shoot a drill. And if you want to get some HP from them, you can just go behind them and put the ice into them. So like that. But there's also a way to get here an HP, and then you take this HP if you need, and then yeah, just go and put the ice into that guy. So start like that, and yeah, safe strat is just go into the ice and just put the guy out. Dash under this guy. If you bonk this guy, you have like directly 8 HP damage, and we avoid that. If you want to be safe, you can actually put the ice into him and he's also dead. But yeah, it's just dashing under him and then go up. Easy going. But yeah, don't get hit by the blocks, because it can be rough. If you want to be really safe, just wait and kill this guy with ice. Same here. Yeah, if you really want to be safe that you don't get hit, kill this guy with ice and don't switch. But yeah, I just show you right now until the mini boss how it goes. I always use the Buster shot because it's faster. So I release it and shoot, and then he's dead. And then I just go under him, dash under these guys, make big jumps, get him before he's on the top so I can pass this. And then I do 2 of the ice. If I don't get him, well, whatever. And I just do here the sub-tank grab. And then I'm in the middle of this to don't get hit by these guys. And if I didn't fight Bit, I go to Buster, and then I switch to ice if he's not here. And then I have just to see if they are shooting drills or normal shots. Put the ice and then yeah, here's a faster way to pass this boulder, but again, Justincredible is doing cool tutorial for that, so you can definitely look for that. And then I start charging, and we have the mini boss. So another thing what I was already mentioning is that when you are not holding charge, you will lose your charge after some of the doors. So since I didn't hold the charge anymore, I lost my charge. So hold the charge, and then when you get control in that room of the mini boss, you have two ways to play him. So you can actually make like that. It's the slowest way. You make a big charge and put some shots into him, and then try to not get hit if you want to be safe. But there's a faster way, and you should not be a problem to beat him in a different way. Yeah, this is the slow way. The fast way is going into him and get iframes out. And get him down like that. You see on the body of the mini boss, you see a small red thing. It's like, looks like a button you can push. So here's some kind of a small thing with a red button on it. And if you always stay on that position when mashing into him, you get always bonked to the left side. And when you get bonked to the left side inside of him when you're shooting him, he will not get to the right side and go up. He will always try to attack you in the front. And so if you always like get bonked because you're inside of him with the iframes, you always have to get a little bit more again to that position of the point. So you always get bonked back to the left until he's dead. Depends how fast you can mash. When you can mash really fast, he's like down after 1 or 2 iframe bonks, but I need like 3, and then I hope for an HP drop. And if I don't get an HP drop, there's a tank directly after this mini boss, and you can kill him with 2 eyes, and he hopefully drops a big HP. So yeah, it's like looking like that. So there's the button. And if you're like too much from the left of this button, as you can see, I get bonked to the right. But if you're like more on the right side of this button, or in like directly facing that button, you get bonked to the left. And you don't want to get bonked to the right, because when he's going up, it's really hard to kill him, and you have to wait until his machine goes forward, he goes up, and then they come together again, so it takes forever. So as you can see, he's going up there, and you have to wait, and it takes forever. And then he comes back, and then yeah, it takes much longer. But if you're like it's kind of complicated, like the position. Not too much to the right and not too much to the left of this point. You have to figure it out by yourself. It's like, for me, it's just a feeling. So it's kind of here. You see, like I'm exactly over that button. And then the mini boss is dead. And hopefully you have some HP. If not, like I said, you can kill the drill after the drill tank. But you can also get an HP drop on this guy, and then you just can go, because now you have like 17 HP. If you don't get HP, you just switch to eyes, look what this guy is doing here, and just, well, put the eyes into him. But it could be that he's only dropping a small HP. So yeah, continuing is just go over this guy. I always jump early, so I just get that. Then I kill this guy by a dash shot, and I kill this guy by a big charge and a lemon, so he's exploding. And then I go to the right wall and then left wall, and then another big charge for the scorpion on the left side, followed by a lemon and climb up. This is how I play it. But if he's not roaming anything here, just go for something else. By the tank, for example. So I just always do that, and then like this, and then I'm up. And then I just try not to get hit, kill this guy, if I get by the drill, whatever. And a bonk at the tank makes 4 damage, and a bonk of the drills makes 2 damage, and a bonk of the shot makes 1 damage. So yeah, you try always to get hit by the projectiles and not by the machine itself. So it's just like going from here and climb up here and normally kill this block guy, and then you're fine. One more time. So you can even go with that HP out and should be still fine. Depends on your execution, but yeah, definitely having is better to have some HP. And when these guys hit you with a full charge, you're almost dead, as you can see. So try to avoid that. If you want to be safe, kill this guy here, this tank, with ice, and get some HP out of him, hopefully a big one. This guy can also drop the small HP. These guys can shoot directly or make a big charge. Can kill this guy or can go under him. So there's this way I was just showing you by killing them, but the top guys do kind of that. Let me just show you. So they're just killing this guy, and then they are killing the scorpion, and then they are just releasing the ice and go up. So they don't even wait for that. This is how the top guys play. Yeah, and then we are going to Tunnel Rhino with a big charge and fight him. And the disappearing charge is only happening in the mini boss of Tunnel Rhino and in the end boss of the intro stage, that you're losing it. In every other stage, if you release the charge will actually not disappear. I don't know why they made that like that, but yeah, you have to hold the charge for the mini boss of Tunnel Rhino and for the end boss of the intro stage until, yeah, you have to get control again, I would say. So we start with a big charge. Tunnel Rhino can actually go always to the wall or just stop in the middle. He has only 2 attacks if you didn't die. If you did die after the mini boss, he has 4 attacks, but he can only go to the wall or stay in the middle and turn around. And he can charge after he reaches a certain amount of HP, and he's dead. So the tactic, what you have to do, there are different ways of tactics. You can start also with his weakness, the toxic shot, but I always start with a buster charge and then switch to toxic backwards. There are different ways. You can make a jump to the wall and an air dash to the right, or you can make a dash jump and dash jump. Like you can make dash jumps, or you can make dash jumps and air dashes. You can even make an up dash. But he can stay in the middle, so I prefer to do dash jumps from the wall. But yeah, I show you what you can do actually. So you can do like that. You can make like here always an air dash and go over that and see what he's doing. And when he's in the middle, you have to be careful that he's not hitting you. And what you can also do is make an up dash, but it's risky. Whatever you prefer. I prefer the dash jumps because I don't lose so much my possibility of not getting hit. And when he stays in the middle, you just wait until his iframes stop. And he will charge then from a certain time of point, and then he's vulnerable again. And yeah, the best pattern is if he stays in the middle. And you have to put the toxic into him. Don't shoot the toxic up or put it on the ground, because then you make only 2 damage. If you put the toxic directly into him, you make 3 damage. And that's how Tunnel Rhino goes. Let's go to Volt Catfish. It's the 3rd one, so if Bit didn't show up until now, he will show up now in this one. And yeah, this is this one. So in the beginning of the stage you have 2 or 3 choices what you can do. You can kill one of the rocket guys with the Buster Shot and Lemons, like you did in Seahorse. You can use the Ray Splasher, you can use the Drill, whatever you prefer. So yeah, you can just go here and kill him like that, or with Buster. You can use the Drill to go through him. Like this kind of. Or you just can switch to Ray Splasher. And go over him or go through him. So it's a timing thing. So you can release the Ray Splasher and then he's mostly dead. It's actually the most effective weapon. What I mostly do is actually I just make here an air dash over him and don't get hit, because his box is like actually smaller than his sprite is looking like. And then I just take the damage and take the ice to get HP back. Kill this guy with ice. That's how I play. I mean, you can definitely play faster. Then I switch to Buster, do an up dash here to go on that. Use the Buster Shot for that guy. And if Bit didn't show up until now, I will go to Buster into the door. So Bit didn't show up, so I just switched to Buster to start again the Bit fight. If he showed up until now, you can actually stay also on ice. And since I used a different save state, this is now the Bit fight again. So yeah, bonk him if he attacks you, so you only lose 1 HP. And 1 lemon in the end. Then you have the choice to kill that next crab with a Buster or with ice, whatever you want. And then we have a section with a lot of these guys, and the best way is of course just use the Ray Splasher to kill everything. So you are passing that as good as possible. If you lost some HP, here's some HP for you. Then you make an up dash. You can kill this guy and this guy. Don't bonk these guys, they make a ton of damage. But let me just go up there. So what you can also do is, like, when you go up here, like, you can even reach that without using up dash, but I always use up dash to be safe. What you can also do is just you use the charge and then touch the wall, but it's much more advanced strat. So yeah, I show you the whole stage again from the beginning to the end. It's not so long actually. And yeah, I always do here, not the spiking of course, nice jump button by the way. Yeah, X3 has some interesting input problems sometimes, so I always do the air dash over him. Then I switch to ice, then I just take the shot or try to avoid that. Kill this guy with ice to get some HP. And then I kill this guy with HP. You can kill these guys also with Buster. Then when I see the platform here, like the part what is not full of spikes, I just use it. and then I just climb. If I have to refill my sub-tank or want to refill, I can actually use it here a little bit by killing these guys with ice. If you already fought bit, you can stay on ice. If you have to fight him, you change to Buster. It's the last stage where he can appear, so... So yeah. One on the ground, one on the top. When he attacks you, always bonk the body. And then Buster shot and he's done. Don't bring him to explosion. Shoot him with a weakness in the end. What is the ice would be bringing to explode. And then just, if you want, use the Buster and then switch to Ray Splasher. If you just shoot their bug thing, like their top thing, then it could be that they're having full what is it called? Electricity coming out. What I always do is I kill this and this guy and then touch. It's a little bit slower than just killing the top guy, but I go then with the Charge Buster into Mr. Walled Catfish. So Walled Catfish, in the moment when he reaches 16 HP, after that he will go into the middle and he will charge up, and the only way to bring him out of this is using the drills. So what you actually want is when he's like almost reaching the middle of the HP, 16, like when he has 18, that he's doing another attack to the left or to the right, jumping perhaps twice and shooting the Triad Thunder at you, so you can get more Buster shots into him until 4 or 6 Buster shots into him. If you're unlucky and he is like exactly not doing what you want, you have to use a lot of drills. Every drill is a lot of time loss because he always gets the drill and then he jumps again and you get another drill into him, and as less you have, as more time you save, because the Buster shots, the iframes are shorter. So you have to look a little bit for your HP. So you start with a jump to get him, then you charge again, you look what he's doing. You can shoot a thing on the ground, as you can see. You can jump, or you can make the Triad Thunder. Look at your HP, so you don't die. And now he's like doing exactly what we want. Always the big charge if you can. And then you have like only perhaps 3 drills. I missed 1 charge, but a 3 drill is good. It can also be a less drill, 2 drill, 1 drill, something. But yeah, this is how you have to fight him. You have to look what he's doing. You can jump twice. You can do that attack on the ground. You can do the Triad Thunder, what he's doing right now. Just take 1 hit, not a big deal. And just put the charges into him. And then put the drills into him. I think George Paulus can explain you that. Okay, so this is how you have to play Walled Catfish. So you had done the 3 stages where bit can appear. And now you go to the next 3 stages, what is Crush Crawfish, and Gravity Beetle, and Blast Hornet. So you start with Crush Crawfish, and in Crush Crawfish is the first stage where actually Bite can appear. So what I do mostly is I directly switch to drills, because Bite is weak to drills, and if he shows up, perfect. If not, he will show up later. Here you have to count until 4. We'll explain you that in a second again. So these guys here, these rocket guys, can directly shoot a rocket. When this guy appears, you count until 4. It's like 1, 2, 3, well, he touches this 1, then 2, 3, and with the force he's going down. So you just have to look out that you don't get hit by the rockets, and then it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and you get control and you just dash here and avoid to get hit. Jump over all this stuff and see if a bite is coming right now in this fight. If not, you just switch to Triad Thunder. It's a very, very powerful weapon, and you have to fight Vile. So you just use it and then you go into this capsule every time in any percent. Then you go into the Fabric and you use the Triad Thunder here. So just let me just say that. So casual way would be doing that, I guess. I don't know how this works. Okay. I never did that before, so I just wanted to try out. It's gone or what? Yeah, it's gone. Okay, so what we are doing is we have Triad Thunder on, and there are two ways what you can do. The first way is like you always use Triad Thunder, so you jump and shoot in the same time, and you just go on every platform with the HP, and there he is. You don't work anymore? Okay. This is like the basic way how you go here. You just press the Triad Thunder and go on all the 4 platforms. This is like basic stuff. And these blocks can actually hit you. And then you just go from here to that platform. The advanced strat is actually a little bit like less HP collecting. So you just go here, then you climb here up, and then you make an up dash here. And then you make another up dash here to reach the end. So like basic stuff would be like this. Always activating the Triad Thunder, hopefully don't get hit. If you get hit you just take the HP. And advanced strat would be just... Whoa. Advanced strat would be like from here you do the up dash and climb here, and then you do that again. It's faster. And the blocks are like completely random, and this is like the fastest way. And then you go to Buster, you can do here an up dash. Whoopa. You can climb the wall if you want, you can climb the ladder if you want, or you just do here an up dash, reach the end. Not so easy, and then can do, I think you can do that, and then I jump like that. Or what you can also do is, wait, can also do one climb a little bit more up and then go there. So yeah, whatever you prefer. If you want to refill your sub tank, you definitely should do that. If you don't have a sub tank because you don't want to play with a sub tank, what is definitely possible, just do the faster strat. And then we charge up for the Buster, and I will explain you how to fight Vile. So, Vile is actually vulnerable for Ray Splasher, it's his weakness, and we have to kill Vile with the weakness. The fastest way is, in any percent, to shoot 4 Buster shots into him, full Buster shots, and then use the Ray Splasher until the end. If you want to be a little more safe, you put like 2 more Buster shots into him, and then you have 2 more ammo. Every time when you get hit when you are using the ammo, you lose it, and you have to kill him with weakness to get the 80%. The Saber in the end, what makes that game faster. If you are somehow not killing him with the weakness and he's not exploding, you actually have to die and do again and take the ammo drop before the door and try again to not lose the possibility of getting the Saber. So fight looks like that. And there are different ways, of course. So he's always coming for you and attacking you. You can even come a little bit more closer, and he makes a ton of damage. And you can always shoot one in the top, and one on the ground. This is like how you can do the Buster, because it's not ready before. And yeah, then you use the Ray Splasher. But we're doing the advanced strats, of course. It's like shooting one, then you shoot one in the head, then you shoot one in the ground, don't get hit, and then you switch to Ray Splasher, and you always jump over his robot arm. It's a timing thing, it's a rhythm thing, you should not be having a big trouble. And when he's out of the mech, there are different ways. So what you can do is you can do an air dash over this fire thing, or an up dash. His iframes are super short, so you can get actually really quickly another shot into him. So you can do this air dash and then always go to the wall and let him shoot. Or what you also can do is an air dash to the side, and then with the last shot you got him. He's always repeating the same pattern, what means he starts with a jump and shoot a fire, what you have to jump over that, then he jumps to the other side, then he jumps to one side and then goes up and shoots his shots. And let me just do the pause, because now we have a counter and I don't want that the factory is exploding. So he's always starting with a jump to the left from the position where he is and uses the fire, then he goes up and shoots like I think 6 or 7 projectiles at you. You just go over the fire and then you go do the Ray Splasher to the left and let him shoot at you so you can dash under. And he's doing that, repeat this all and over again, and yeah, just avoid the hits and get him with the last Ray Splasher. And if you want to be safe, you put like 2 more charges, buster charges, big charges into him, so you have 2 more ammo in the end. So if somehow you missed one shot, you have still enough. And if you see that you don't have enough Ray Splasher to kill him, you have to switch back to buster and then do more buster shots into him until you have enough, like perhaps 1 more ammo, and every time the Ray Splasher makes 2 HP damage, so you need to kill him with the Ray Splasher. And then you just have to leave the factory, and for that you switch to Triad Thunder. You go over this guy here, and then just left and right, and then you just mash the Triad Thunder, because the Triad Thunder can do that until the 4th time. You climb up, and there we have the blocks again, and you just press the Triad Thunder so you don't get hit. If you want to have some HP, there's HP on the way, on the ground and on the top. You make dash jumps here, and then you are out of the factory. And that's how you start. Then you directly activate the Triad Thunder to kill this guy, because if you do it too late, you can see what happens. You are having the problem of that you don't kill both, and then you bonk these guys. So let me just do that again. So you come from here, and then you start the Triad Thunder, and then you do it again, and then all of the 3 are done. Then you make an air dash, get a void, then you jump over this guy, don't get hit. If you get hit, doesn't matter. Buster and shoot. Take the HP if they drop HP. And for the pattern is you fall down, you dash and release your charge to kill the guy, and then you're just making another dash jump and kill the next 2 guys. And yeah, then you're at the door, you start charging again, and then you just release the charge shot and the dash lemons. And then you just climb and switch to Triad Thunder. And then you just kill the crab here with the Triad Thunder, and you can just switch to that. And then we are at the boss. And we have another iframe boss like Toxic Seahorse, so let me just save that quickly. So every time when you hit Crush Crawfish with his weakness, the Triad Thunder, he is vulnerable a lot. Like you can put a lot of normal dash shots into him and his HP goes down. And yeah, the easiest way is to hit him and then to jump to the wall, and then when you fall down, switch to Buster. You switch to Buster if you are pressing both of the weapon changes together. So you go back always to Buster wherever you are, so you don't have to press twice forward or 5 times backward. So you just press the both weapon changes in the same time, so you get back to Buster. After Try Thunder, then you go back to Try Thunder, hit him again, and then you are switching back to Buster. So there are two ways. There's an advanced strat and strat what I do. I show you first my strat, and then I'll show you kind of the advanced strat, what is a little bit faster, I guess, and it always depends on your mashing skills. So you dash to him, use the Try Thunder, then you go to the wall, and then you can only activate the Buster when the Try Thunder is gone from the screen, and then you just kill him, and you can do a 2-cycle against him. Advanced strat is actually in the moment when you are like in front of him, you jump, so his scissor is like going over you. Well, that was not what I wanted. I got locked. So you just jump in front of him so he thinks you're on the top. It's a little bit like Blizzard Buffalo, the strat. So you just go there, and then you just make that. And if you're doing it in the right timing, the scissor will go up. You can even make an up dash. But yeah, the safe way is going to the wall, of course. I will try that. Let's see. I don't know. Never tried that. So you go to him, and you make like that. But yeah, kind of that. Make the up dash, hit him, make the mashing skills. But I always go to the wall, and then when the Try Thunder disappeared from the screen, I can switch to Buster, and then you can put Buster shots into him. And depends how fast you are in the mashing. He's quicker there. That's all mashing skills. And that is Crush Crawfish. Crush Crawfish. So, let's come to Gravity Beetle. Let's see what the time says. I think we are like 1.5 hours right now in the tutorial, I'm not sure. Something like that. So, Gravity Beetle has good music, of course, but Gravity Beetle, we have now the weapon from Crush Crawfish, the blades, and with the blades we can actually kill these red rocket guys. It's 3 times backwards switching. Beginnings like that, you always put the guys that blades into them, like it's 5 of them, and then before the door you switch to Buster and then to drill, or you switch to drill if you're fast enough, and then you enter, because bite can show up. So yeah, it's just jump over the guy, ignore this first guy, then kill the second guy, the third guy. I do that I dash under that, and then I kill these guys, and then I switch to drill. This is how the beginning goes. And if he's not showing up, I just go, but now he's there. So I will just save that and show you the bite fight. There's an advanced bite fight strat, but for that you have to do the drill always in the right time. So bite is vulnerable to drills, and what he's doing is he shoots a magnet to the wall, and then he's like, you get pushed a little bit like Magna Centipede in X2, you get pushed to him. And you have to go over that so he's not touching him, because he has a really powerful fist. So he will definitely do a lot of damage to you, and that's not good in any percent. So there are 2 ways. You can make up dashes over him, or you can make dash jumps over him. I recommend the dash jumps. And there's a way to that he's do exactly enough drills to then only use a Buster Charge shot, a full Buster Charge shot to kill him. So it's like a timing thing. What I do is like I put always the drills to him and then go over him, and when I see like he's 2 HP away from getting killed, I switch manually to Buster, and then I kill him with the Buster shots. So the first thing is what I always do is like I go to him, put the drills into him, and then I just dash jump over him. And when he's doing the magnet, I just go always to the wall. So I go close to him, and then I dash jump over him. And then you see he has 2 HP. I go to Buster, I charge up, and I force him to go away. And then you continue the stage. Then there is the way to do up dashes, but since up dashes are kind of not the best way, what you can do is, like, when you see like you move, you do the up dashes. So you see I'm moving, so I do the up dash. There's also a way to just don't get hit and then switch to Buster. But yeah, you can lose your up dash, and when you don't get high enough, it could be that you are getting hit by him, and then you get crazy by what do I do? And the way how the advanced strat looks like would be kind of, you put like here one drill in the moment when you like go. So every time you put like a drill to him, when he's like coming to you, and if you do that correct, you don't have to switch. But this advanced strat I cannot tell you because I never learned. But this is how it looks like to fight Bite. So now we're just climbing to the wall. Then we are using the drill to force these guys to not hit us. So yeah, this is like, you use always the drill, so you just, these guys cannot attack you. And then we come to the elevator climb here. So there are 2 ways, or 3 ways. One way is just climbing up, and then on this way use that blades to kill this guy. This is the way. Oops. Another way, what I do is I just jump over and then go to the other side and avoid the rocket. So it looks kind of like that. Don't get anything, because you don't need to do that. But there are like 2 ways. Like you do that, and always try not to get by the rocket or rock. And there's another one. I remember there's another one. So this is like option number 2. And another one is shoot a drill. Shoot a drill every time. So the drill is forcing the rocket to not get hit. Not perfect what I was just showing, but kind of like that. But the easiest way is actually definitely to use the blades to kill this guy and just avoid the rocket and go. I always use this way, not this way. So I go up here and then I just try not to get hit. Don't have my timing right now. So I just go up here and, my god, come on. So I avoid to get hit, then I switch and I avoid to get hit. Nice. Really nice up dash. And then, like, I always try to avoid to get hit by the rocket, and then... But yeah, whatever you feel comfortable. What you also can do, I guess, is go from side to side and kill these guys. But yeah, makes actually no sense. So, let's see if my jump button functions now. So this is what I do. I hopefully not get hit in the last one. And then I switch to Buster. Then I start charging, I ignore the first enemy and I kill the next 2 enemies in the moment when I'm like jumping over him. I can release that a little bit later and don't fall here into the death. So in the moment when the guys appear, you can actually release the charge. So yeah, you just jump over the guy, he cannot hit you, ignore this, and then release the charge here. And then you can go with up dash. You switch to Triad Thunder. You can go here with the up dash. In the moment when you are reaching here the top, you can use the Triad Thunder. And you can also use Buster. But as late as you use the Triad Thunder, as better it is for you. And then you fight Mr. Gravity Beetle. And Gravity Beetle is actually super easy. So you release the Buster and then you just switch into his weakness. You can dance with him if you want. You can just stay there. You can dash under him every time when he's jumping. He cannot hit you. Or you just go to one side, always with him. But he cannot do anything except bonking you if you do it wrong. Or you just air dash over him. So next one is then the last Maverick. It's Blast Hornet. This is the name. I was forgetting it. So now we are playing Blast Hornet, and then we are coming to the doubler stages. So Blast Hornet has another elevator, what we skip by using up dash. And yeah, movement is just selection is from Crush Crawfish is 2 on the top and then 2 on the right. So we switch again to the Crush Crawfish weapon. We can just avoid these guys if I do it correctly. So you can just jump over these guys. You can also kill these guys. And then we make like jumps here, do the up dash, and can kill this guy if we want, or just take the rocket. And then we are going here with an up dash and switch then. So you can also do that if you want to be safe. So you do here the up dash, and I always take the rocket hit because yeah, it's better. You can also shoot the blades into that one guy. But yeah, depends how comfortable you feel. So you just have to be just careful that you don't bonk him. If you would use the normal elevator, you would like take forever. So just 1, 2, 3, and then you can do that. And then you can kill him if you want. And then you switch to Acid. If you somehow got too much damage, here's an HP what you can take. So if somehow you bonk too much on the way and you need some HP for yourself, you just go there. A rocket from these guys can actually make just 1 HP damage, so that's why I prefer to get the damage there. But you can also kill them. Then you go here to the right and you have a 3D model. And the 3D model is vulnerable to toxic. And I just save it now. So in the tutorial of Justincredible, it's also shown how you play this guy. It's just dash forward and then you go on the top and shoot the toxic. You can shoot the toxic on the top and into the ground. He needs 5 toxic shots that he's dead. Every time when you hit him, he's jumping. And you actually should get him before he, like when in the moment when he stops. So when you get control, you just dash forward, then you go to the wall and shoot downwards, and normally the timing is perfect then. I missed him because I shoot it still when he's like in his iframes. So it's like 5 shots, and every time when you hit him, he's like actually jumping. And when you hit him with a small one, you just make 2 damage, and that is actually not correct. So 5 normal shots into him. Since he's still running, this is the 3rd one, this is the 4th one, and now he's dead by the 5th one. Kind of that. Let me do this one more time. So yeah, try to avoid a hit. If you get a hit, no worries. So you can see you can actually get damageless out. There are two ways right now to play the outside part. One way is using the Triad Thunder. So when you're here on the top, just mash the Triad Thunder. And if you do it like fast enough, you can actually also destroy these blocks. And if you want, take the HP and go over this. So if you do it correctly and do it really late, you can actually do that. This is with Triad Thunder. If you want to be safe, the HP is always there, so if you need HP you can actually take that. Another way is going with the Buster, but it's always better to not have the full Buster shot and go like that, kind of. So the big charge can actually create a lot of lag. So yeah, you can use dash lemons. You can also get hit by these guys. So yeah, the safer way is definitely the, like if you are not so in the timing, if you have problems with the timing, you just use the Triad Thunder and just go with the Triad Thunder. And mash it out. But yeah, depends. You see, you always get there. And if you didn't fight Bite until now, he will come here, so you have to switch to drills. And the last part is here in that stage. Actually kind of easy. There are 3 platforms coming, so charge up, kill the guy, and this guy you can also, if you want to be safe, you can kill this guy, or you just come here from the top and then hold just left, touch this wall, and then do an air dash. Let me see if I get up again. So yeah, let's do it again. So you come out of here, use the Charge Buster, and then you just fall, and then you do the air dash here over him. And that's how you have to play this part. If you want to get some HP, you can also use here the ice. Since, like, I don't know, you got some damage, for example, from Bite, and you are like really low HP, then you use just ice to the guys. You can use to everyone ice if you want. And then you should be fine. And then we switch to Buster, we jump over 2 of these guys and shoot lemons. And then I always do air dash and dash jump. And then I switch to the blades. And then we have the Blast Hornet fight. So Blast Hornet, in the beginning, until he reaches 16 HP, he's flying around and shooting every time, like he's coming to you with a charge attack, what is like taking out the spike, and attack you. Don't get hit because it makes a ton of damage. And then he goes to the side and shoots 5 babies out and flies slowly around, and then charge attacks you again. And when he reaches the 16 HP, he will just fly around and has a target on you, and the small bees will come for you. And we are using the blades here because that make 2 damage. Easiest way, if you are not comfortable with the blades, will be just use the Gravity Beetle weapon, what is slow but safe. So you just do that. So if you don't want to risk anything, or you are really low HP because you bonked a lot, just use that and do that until the end. A little bit laggy, but yeah, this is the safe way. Look where he's going, don't get hit, avoid the hits. You can also put it a little bit higher, and then he's dead. Easy peasy. With the blades, you make 2 HP damage, and his iframes are of course shorter and it's faster. But yeah, you put the blades into him, and he's not having this knockback what he has with the gravity beetle weapon. Yeah, so just put the blades into him. It's 16 shots and avoid to get hit. And I will show you how the fight goes. So, what I start is like I always make a jump to the wall and air dash to him. And then when he's coming to the side, I do the blades, and you see like I always not try to get hit. You saw what happens when you get hit, how much damage he makes. A ton of damage. And when he reaches like almost 16, I think it's 18 I saw right now, he starts to do this attack. And yeah, you see, you just go to him and look at your HP. And if you see that you're on low HP, just change into the gravity beetle and finish him off. So this is how I start, then I go away, then I shoot that, then I do the air dash again, wait that he comes, do another shot. Now he's really slow, and then he starts to do his flying around, and you always can hit him in the middle, or you can go to the side and do the air dash, whatever you feel. But yeah, you have to wait until the blades disappear. So when the blades are still on the screen, you have to wait until you can hit them again. So you can only hit another shot when the blades are not anymore on the screen or they hit an enemy. So yeah, you see the iframes are super short, but you have to be careful that you don't get hit by the charge attack. That's all. That's the riskiest part. And the best way is just hit him every time in the middle and finish him down. And that's how you play Blast Hornet. So we finished the 8 Mavericks, and now we go to the Doppler stages, and I will explain you how to play. A lot of spikes, a lot of stuff there, a lot of big damage. You are on low HP, so don't forget. Could be risky, since you have low HP. Most of the enemies are doing a ton of damage, but it should be actually not a big deal. So yeah, these had been the Mavericks, and now Doppler 1, Doppler 2, Doppler 3 and Doppler 4, and we are done with the tutorial. So just go into the Doppler 1 stage, press the buttons. Cool, so we have, I will just show you that we have here a ton of guys and a ton of spikes. What are the spikes doing? They are coming down. So you can see that you can die really quickly in the stage. So the beginning is making a big dash jump and then switch to the Hornet weapon. You can wait or you can go for this guy. Then you switch into the blades and just jump here with dash jumps and kill everybody on the way. That's how you play this part. You have to be fast so the spikes are coming not so quickly down and can hit you. If you're a little bit slower, it could be that you have some problems because the spikes are already on the biggest coming out, and you could spike yourself and kill yourself. So again, we just use here the weapon. We can also get just the damage if you are okay with that, but I don't recommend that because it's just losing 1 second and you have more HP then. So yeah, you can also use, I think, the acid here to kill this guy. Like, you go up here and then, I don't know. I don't know. I think you can actually kill him with acid. I don't know. I don't want to try it out. So I think you can kill him actually with acid if you put it in the right place. What I do is just I wait until he shot it, and then I use the Hornet weapon, then I switch to the blades, and I kill everything on the way. And now we come to a climb, and there are also two ways. So first way is this, like what the others are doing, and if you're not fast enough you get crushed. So what they are doing is like they climb here, and they always stay on the right side. You have to watch that. What I do is I go from, so I come here, I make an air dash, and then I go from left 2 jumps, then right 3 jumps, and I just climb from wall to wall. And if I miss a dash jump, I'm dead. That happens a lot, that can actually really happen. So what they are mostly doing is, advanced strats is like, they're just going here fast, so they don't have this problem with left and right. But yeah, it depends how you feel comfortable. So they just go here up and then go all the top on the right side. You have to watch that. I always do left and right and climb like that. Then I just wall climb here. I make a dash jump, an air dash, touch, and then go up again to avoid these guys. And then I switch to ice. So since we are still slow in climbing with the ladders, because we don't have the Buster upgrade, we are just going here, then we make a dash jump, we make an up dash, we touch the wall, and then we go up again, and then we switch to ice. You can also pass this guy, but safer is definitely just stay in front of him and put 3 ice into him and walk all the way to 0. If you want to save like 4 or 5 seconds, you can actually use an advanced strat. What is putting an ice into him and then dash jump over him. Use the iframes. Now we are just using the Triad Thunder. Let me just save it here. So we are making a dash jump to the left and to the right, then we are doing between that, we go completely to the right, and then we hold left and press the Triad Thunder. Can do the air dash over that, use the Triad Thunder. I always do air dashes over these things, and then I just do an air dash over this guy and switch to Ray Splasher. So yeah, 1, 2, then I just make 3 jumps, then I go completely to the right, hold left when I'm here, press the Triad Thunder, do an air dash and kill this guy, and then kill this guy. That's how I do it with air dashes, 4 air dashes. But you can also do so what you can also do, especially in the ending, is so you have here Triad Thunder, of course, and then you switch to Blade and kill this guy with the blade on the way when he's like going up. But this is like completely crazy advanced strat. And I think you can also just touch the wall and do the air dash over him without getting hit. But I do that, and don't blame me. I do that like that. I was showing. So use the Triad Thunder, go with an air dash over and release it. Another air dash, release it. Then I just fall on the ground and do the air dash over him and switch to Ray Splasher. And then we have the Bit and Bite fight. And what can Bit and Bite do? They can throw a saber at you until 4 up, or they can throw their fist at you. So when they're doing a saber, it's like they show that they have the pink saber coming out. You have to dash under the saber when they shoot at you, and they can do that up to 4 times. They can do that 2 times on the ground, and they go a little bit higher and do it a little bit higher, and then until 4th times. When they do the fist attacks, you see that the fists are coming out. You go dash jump to the left and dash jump over the first fist and wait that the second fist is passing you, and always jump and hit the ray splasher into them. If you get hit by the fist from them and you don't have a sub-tank, you're dead. So with the laser they make 8 damage, so that's why we have taken 1 heart, because 2 times getting hit by the body or by the saber, you can still survive with 2 HP. That's why I take the heart, especially also for the ending fight. But yeah, let's see how the fight goes. We're just pushing in, and yeah, you have to check what they are doing and don't rush yourself. Put the shots into him, look if they saber you, if they attack you with the fist, and if they attack you with the fist, go to the wall. So here you dash under until they are stopping, and if you get hit, they can do that until 4, and there you dash over and wait until the second fist just passes, and look what they are doing. And this is how the fight looks like. Let's do this again. So a very important part is when they are attacking you with the fist, dash jump to the wall and dash jump over the fist. If they catch you, you're definitely done. You're dead if you don't have a sub tank. You have to sub tank then. So dash jump under the lasers until they are stopping. Dash jump over. 2 dash jumps, 1 to the left, then 1 over. And yeah, you see, I finished with 2 HP. I still got 2 hits, and I have 1 extra heart from Seahorse, and that's why I survived, because I got 1 extra heart on the way. That's one of the reasons why I take 1 extra heart, since I always survive with 2 HP here then. But yeah, you can avoid the extra heart, but it's Pro Strats. If you want to get for 40 or 39, then you should definitely avoid everything like the sub tank or the extra heart. I take 1 sub tank and 1 extra heart for safety threats. See if he's doing the saber. Yep. So dash under, dash under. If you get hit, you get hit. Jump over. Avoid that you get touched. Let me just get touched. So you see I'm dead. The fastest way you can actually get is, in my eyes, Toxic Seahorse or Neon Tiger. There you can get 1 heart on the fastest way. I was already showing that in the tutorial. You will see that if you will watch this tutorial again. So, you saw that I was directly dead. Let me just show you, even if I'm full HP, what happens when I get like from the fist. So I just want to show you that you're definitely dead. So you missed that, and the second fist is coming and you're dead if you don't have a sub tank. If you somehow have a sub tank, you have to refill yourself in the moment when you got the second hit, so you are surviving. But yeah, if you don't have a sub tank and you have nothing in the sub tank, you're dead. So yeah, look for his fists and for the saber for his sword attack, and try to not get killed. So you dash jump over that. You can also up dash, but it's a little bit riskier. Always dash under the saber attack. See what he's doing, but dash jumps are always the best. And this is Doppler 1. How you have to play it, or how you can play it, like how I do it as actually. So we come now to Doppler 2. Doppler 2 is the elevator skip. I will not go on the elevator skip. I will not explain the elevator skip with the Saber Climb. That is something what Justincredible was explaining really wonderful. So if you want to learn the Saber Climb, you just have to watch in his X3 tutorial. He actually made a extra VOD video for the Saber Climb where you use the saber attack, what you get right now, to go higher and finish without using the slow way. I will explain what I do. There are 2 ways. you can do. But yeah, if you want to learn the real advanced strat, what saved like a minute, you have to watch Justincredible's tutorial in any percent. He's explaining the Saber Climb in, I don't know how long the video was, I think 5 or 10 minutes, and shows you the strats, what you have to reproduce. So we have again these guys here. These guys are making a ton of damage. So not only that they're making a ton of damage of their attack, they also make a ton of damage when you body bonk them. As you can see, like 8 HP. And 2 or 3 hits of these guys and you're dead. So you have to be really careful with these guys. What I always do is like I switch to Triad Thunder, I air dash and then stop. So you do like an air dash and then instead of going full speed, you stop your momentum over this guy. So what I do is like I air dash and then stop, so I land before his shot. So you see like the damage what they are doing, and 3 hits and then you're dead. No, it's right. There exists no any percent tutorial, but I know from watching of the 100% tutorial of Justincredible that he uploaded in that video section, that playlist, one last video where he explains the Saber Climb, the any percent elevator skip. So there exists no any percent tutorial, but there exists a video in the 100% tutorial where he's explaining the Saber Climb. So I will make a link to the tutorial and you can watch all the strats what you want then, and the Pro Strats, how to save everything, just for the information, because I got just the question right now. So let's do this more. We switch into that. We go here, we climb, we wait that he's shooting and make the up dash, and then we use the Triad Thunder. Then we try to not get hit, but if you get hit, you get hit. Then you make left, right, left, touch the wall, and make air dash, and switch by pressing the right shoulder button to 0 and press start. So yeah, it's air dash and don't get hit. Then you climb here, let him shoot, and then make the up dash. Use the Triad Thunder, dash under the shot, and don't get hit. And if you get hit, it doesn't matter. If you are not doing the Saber Climb, it's actually not such a big deal. This is kind of how it looks like to pass this section, especially in the beginning, because all of the inputs you are doing, it could be that you are getting a lot of damage here and even die. So you can also jump over this shot, so he gets not into you if you're not fast enough. But yeah, this is like a really critical section in the beginning, because these guys make a ton of damage, and it could be that you're missing an up dash or an air dash. So yeah, they're shooting really fast. Then left, right, left, touch, and then press start. So you get the speed of Mega Man X to the right side. One more time. So yeah, just do the air dash and don't get hit by his laser. Let him shoot and then go up. Use the Triad Thunder, and then, well, get your shots. Kind of like that. Try not to bonk the body, that's very important. If you get hit, try to get hit by the laser of them and not of their body, so you only have like 5 HP damage. Then left, right, left, touch the wall, press start, switch to 0, press start. You switch to 0 by pressing the right shoulder button. Then just charge up and climb here up. Use the water and shoot. There's actually a much faster way to kill this mosquito. The easiest way is just look if he's coming down, and when he's coming down, dash away and use the charge shot and the saber. You have to be green and you have to shoot one charge away to kill him. And let the mosquito kill you, like destroy Zero. So Zero will talk now to Mega Man X and say, I'm damaged, I have to go back. Here, take my saber, and the saber is like the overpowered weapon in this game. It makes 16 damage every time, and yeah, you need 2 sabers. And the saber is just when you're switching to like flimmering green, and this saber makes 16 damage at the bosses. And you need 2 saber attacks to kill the bosses in the boss rush. So I will show you right now what I do in this part here. So I switch again to Triad Thunder to destroy this weapon guy. And if you, like I said, if you get hit, no worries. You can also look here if you want to bring your HP up. So you can like look that you have enough HP. But yeah. I will just show you again this part here. So I make the air dash over him instead of a dash down. And when this guy appears, another up dash and just use the Triad Thunder. And what you also can do is just use the Triad Thunder to get the snake. Here would like the Saber Climb start. So like I said, watch the VOD, what is shown there. If you want to do and learn the Saber Climb, I am just showing you 2 ways right now to get the snails up. There are 2 ways right now. So yeah, you just go here, use the dash jumps, no air dash of course, up dash, kill the 2 rocket guys, and if you want just use the Triad Thunder and go on the snail. So there's a very slow way of course, what you are actually forced to do if you're playing casually. So you just wait. You just can do that, Triad Thunder, and yeah, the slow way, what is like the casual way, is just killing these guys and go from snail to snail. And don't get hit and don't get pushed down. The spikes kill you instantly if you have no iframes. And this is the casual way, and that's actually not a big deal, especially in the beginning when you're looking for a normal time. It's not a big deal if you don't go for the Saber Climb. You can also just do it like that. So you always like use the Buster, use the snail. After the 3rd snail you are not switching to the other one. You let the other snail come and then switch into Triad Thunder, and when the first guy comes you just let it go so 4 guys get killed. Then you switch to Buster and then let the last snail come and then do the air dash to the other side and the up dash, and you're on the way to the boss. Now I'll show you a little bit a small advanced skip strat. So you kill the first guy, then you get hit by the second guy, then you are climbing on the wall, do the up dash and do the same, and then you're skipping 1 snail. And this is very very small skip what you can actually do, and that saves like 20 seconds according to the normal one. And you can try that. So yeah, the first one you always kill, the second one you just let yourself get hit, climb the spikes, get the bonk, go up, and you have to hold the up dash of course a little bit longer, because up dash is as long as you hold up. So it could be that you are actually having some input problems and then you have to start again from the beginning if you fall down. But yeah, depends how much time you want to save actually. This is a very small skip and it can be done really quickly. And you should be not having a big deal to come to the 3rd snail without like not killing yourself at the spikes. You have like around 3 seconds of iframes and you can use them against like to take the enemies out. And another thing what you can actually do is you can force the snare to come faster down. So what you can do is like you can make an air dash so the snare is faster there, and then you just have to do that, and you can also wait for the snare to come down, whatever you want, but be careful because sometimes you don't get an air dash or an up dash. And now I'll show you just the octopus fight, what is super easy. If you have 5 HP or more, you can do the following. You can jump and use your saber, then you can charge up, shoot the buster away, get hit by his rockets, and then use the iframes again to kill him. But only if you have 5 HP or more, because the rockets make 4 damage. So what you do is like you directly jump and use the saber. When I was coming inside, like I was shooting the charge buster away. When you're climbing and you shoot the buster really fast away. That's the same, but like when we were in the 0 before the mosquito fight, I was shooting the buster away when I was climbing, because you directly shoot it away. When you're staying on the ground and you shoot, you're waiting a second. So that's why we recommend to shoot the buster away when we are climbing on the walls. So yeah, you start with jumping and using the saber. You will not bonk, I will show you. Like if you're just jumping really high, you bonk him. But he's actually vulnerable already in the beginning here. So you can actually already hit him there, then you get the hit, and then you use the iframes to kill him. So his hitbox is actually like you can actually really hit him really low, so you don't have to jump so high, and then you use the iframes and then he's dead. And the saber gets up really quickly, so it should be not a big deal. If you somehow bonk yourself, what you can do is try not to get hit, but it's not so easy actually. So yeah, just jump and try not to get hit. I try now to do the other stuff, but this is the best. And you can also try not to get hit by the rockets, go to the right side and then use the saber and hit him. So what you can do is like this one, then you're just doing that and get him before the rockets get you, if you have low HP. If you want to be really safe and you have low HP, use your sub-tank if you have one, but if you have 5 HP or more, you should just use the damage boost of the rockets and kill this octopus. So yeah, this is like how you have to play Doppler 2 stage. Now we come to the boss rush, the Saber Rush, and then we are up to the last boss. So the beginning of this stage is just go to the left and go to the right in the door. So don't bonk anything, just hold left and hold right. If you can, don't bonk anything. Like this and like that, and go on the door. And the first guy we actually play is Last Hornet. So the boss rush, what I show you right now is how I play the boss rush. Don't force me that I'm not playing the fastest way what exists, but it's how I play. Every time when you get a bonk of an enemy, you get like 4 damage or more, but there's a HP capsule in the middle, and what you can do to get directly HP is you get the drills, the tornado drills, put the drills into him, and you always get an HP drop from that big thing. If you want to refill your sub-tank, you can also put there the drills when you have full HP and get the big HPs out of it. If you need a life because you have 0 lives, you have to destroy that HP capsule in the middle with a saber to get an extra life. So how I play Blast Hornet is I will charge up and shoot the buster shot to the left, let him come, go away, hit him, hopefully he goes like that, and then I kill him like that. He can also just fly around slowly in the beginning, or he can, after you hit him, go diagonal up and hit you. You have to check what it is, but it's 2 sabers and then he's dead. And if you want to refill your sub-tank or you want to refill your HP, you just Oh, that's surprising. I thought always comes HP. You can use a weapon. That's funny. Okay, I thought always the drill makes HP because I saw that always. You can use toxic. You can use ice. I think ice for sure brings you HP, I'm not sure. You have to try out. Practice it. So after Blast Hornet we go here to Toxic Seahorse. And I show you the way how to play Toxic Seahorse. And then I explain. There are two ways. So there are two ways to kill Toxic Seahorse. It is put the ice directly with a jump, charge up, go to Buster, and then since the iframes are vulnerable because of the ice, you can directly kick him out. The safe way is the way I'm showing you right now. Is like I put an ice here, well, if the inputs function. So I put an ice here, then I put an ice in the air and charge up and then kill him there. So yeah, you have to be a little bit faster. And he's dead. This is the quick kill I do. Another quick kill what people are doing is like in the moment when they get control, they just put the ice in the top, charge up, and in the moment when they're ready, they use the Buster Shot and the Saber directly into him, but it's very precise. So you see, like, you have to be charging up and hope that you get him before he's jumping again. And if he's like if you're not fast enough, you see that you don't kill him directly. So it's a very precise input, but it's looking kind of like that. So especially in the beginning, I recommend you to just put an ice here, put an ice here in the top, start charge, and get the Buster ready to get the Saber. That was completely wrong. So you put an ice here on the ground, you put an ice on the top, you start charging, and you kill him like that. And then Toxic Steroid is dead. The next one, what I recommend is Crush Crawfish. There are also two ways. I will show you both. I just do one, of course. You go backwards to the Triad Thunder weapon to have it. So I show you first my way, and then I show you what others are doing, kind of, so you have an idea. So I use Triad Thunder, and then I just go to the wall like the mashing thing I was showing you before. And then when he's throwing his scissor to me, I just have my charge ready, shoot the Buster into him and Saber him so he's dead. Other things what people are doing is kind of like that, so they are just doing like the jump directly and then switch. So it's a little bit riskier because yeah, you don't have so much time, so you're just using the Triad Thunder and then you do it like that. This is the way many people do, but if you don't get it on the right timing, could be that he's doing the scissor into you, and when you want to Saber him, he's attacking you and you lose your Saber. So yeah, check out what is better for you. I think the wall climb is not so slow and it's much safer because he always does the scissor, but you have in the moment when you are hitting him with the Triad Thunder, you have to start charging by holding the button. So you shoot and press, and then you kill him like that. Be ready that your Buster charge is completely ready, because when you have a green charge, you don't get the Saber charge. So you need the full charge, the big charge, to get the Saber. This is how you play Crush Crawfish. Then you have Tunnel Rhino, Blizzard Buffalo. Blizzard Buffalo is super easy. So let him come, charge up, use the Saber and jump and Saber. But you have to jump that he's looking again to the other side. So that was completely wrong. So go over him. Well, nice air dash. So yeah, just go to the wall, make an air dash over him. Man, I'm pressing the dash, you freaking game. Sorry. X3 has some interesting input sometimes. So, let's see if we get it now. Oh, nice. And when he's watching you, just do that and kill him. It's actually a super easy boss. So, just go to the mechanic you already know. When he's watching you, just let him think you jump over him and kill him. This is Blizzard Buffalo. And every time when you need, like, when you're now to refill your sub tank, you can actually switch to ice if you want by pressing twice forward. And then you should actually always get HP. No, not always. Okay, it looks like every weapon can get HP or can get weapon energy. The only one what is directly killing the HP capsule is the Triad Thunder, and it will definitely drop HP, but it's directly destroyed. So after Blizzard Buffalo we can go to Catfish. And Catfish is the same. So you just, what I do is like do that, then he's jumping over me and then I kill him. There's a faster way. You can force him that he's going to a different place. So he's like watching to the right, but you're on the left and you hit him. Kind of looks like, let me just try that. So he's like that, and then he's like there, and you're like behind him. Not that I get hit, but from the idea that he's shooting to the other side, but you're actually behind him. But I always do like that. I charge up, and then I do the air dash. Then I just hit him. And he can also try thunder you, so you can lose a lot of HP, but you just have to hit him in the moment when he's not hitting you. So you have, it's better to take the hit and then saber him, and then you get hit and you got a saber cancel and you have to charge up again. So now this is Mr. Gravity Beetle, and Gravity Beetle can actually directly start having the charge attack, or you can just make some shots at you. So this is actually good, so you can just saber him and then he's dead. But he can also do his charge attack, and that I will just show you how this charge attack looks like. So you can directly start with a different attack. This is the charge attack, and you have to wait until he is vulnerable again, and that can take time. What you can actually do is, if you want to avoid that, you start with Ray Splasher in the beginning to hit him directly with the Ray Splasher, and then you charge up, and then you are using the saber into him, and then you charge up again and use the saber again. This is like a safe strat, but you have to practice that definitely. So you force him that he's getting the weakness, and then normally he's not able to charge up. But yeah, you have to check what he's doing. And then he's dead. 2 sabers. Don't get hit, because they make a ton of damage. Next one is Tunnel Rhino. You can also go to a different route as you want, but I always go then to Tunnel Rhino. I just want to show you a Triad Thunder over the capsule, what it looks like. And you get the HP. And you get HP out. So yeah, that's Triad Thunder. I think Triad Thunder gives HP. I don't know. You'll have to check that. So Tunnel Rhino can make 4 attacks now. So this is an extra attack what he's having now. So he can go from wall to wall. Or so he has now 4 attacks, since normally he had 4 attacks, but they made a wrong programming or whatever. So normally it was like he can stay in the middle and he can go from left to right. Now he has 2 more attacks. He can shoot drills, and then the drills are coming to you and he's coming to you, or he can, in the moment when he wants to turn around, he's actually shooting drills out of the shoulders and everywhere. So these are like 3 attacks I think he has and the charge attack, but we are not seeing the charge attack. So you have to be looking for everything. Let's just fight again Beetle because I forgot to save. So this is the fastest way, I think. I'm not sure, but kind of my fastest way what I could, but I have to take damage in that case. And what I mostly actually do is like I use the toxic shot and instead of the Tri-Thunder because it's faster, and hope that the HP drop is coming. So I do that and hope HP is coming, and then I switch to Buster. So Tunnel Rhino, look what he's doing. Hope that he's going to the wall. If you don't want to get damage, you can do that. If you want to just quick kill him, you have to do it a little bit different. So you are just, you use the Saber, get the hit, and then you kill him like that, and you get the damage. But you can also cancel the Saber quickly, so you do the Saber, then you switch to a weapon, and then you can charge again quicker. That's how the top pros are playing it of this game. But yeah, depends how you feel and how you do it. And now we are coming to Tiger, and we are explained already that Tiger is only vulnerable when he's attacking you, so you can only put the Saber into him when he's attacking or when he's flying or when he's on the wall. So when he's standing and watch at you and you do the Saber, he is blocking that with the claw. So you watch that he's attacking you, and you can also go very close to him. So what you can do is like you can stay really close to him and he's not hitting you normally. There's a spot here somewhere. The guys know that there's somewhere a spot. Let me see. Well, can you just stray splash? There's a spot somewhere here. I'm not sure where, but there's a spot actually. I just want to tell you. Closer? Okay. So you can see that he cannot hit you. That is where you can actually put the Saber into him. What I do is I charge up and see what he's doing. If he's doing that, I get him. And when he's doing that, I get him there on the air. So yeah. Important thing is you have to hit him when he's attacking you or when he's flying. Don't get him when he's like... And you see, like I wanted to Saber him and I bonked him and I lost my Saber charge and I have to charge up again. So yeah, I always take the hits here from him. And then I see what he's doing. And then he's dead. And when he's on the wall, you kill him on the wall, and when he's on the fly, can be also on the fly, you can kill him on the fly. This the range of the Saber is actually not so small. So if he flies, let him fly. Can you fly? Just fly for me. He's not flying! Fly, I said! My god, please. Yeah, sure. Then you get him like there, or you get him there. I just wanted to show you. You can get him when he's going up, or you can get him when he's coming down. You can start with flying, or you can start with the Ray Splasher. And you can get him there. Or when he's coming on the ground, you can also get him like when he's close to the ground again. But don't hit him when you reach the ground, because then he will block your Saber. And then we come to Dr. Doppler. And I show you how I play Dr. Doppler. So it's not bad if you have good HP. There are 4 lasers in the way of you, they can definitely hit you. They will mostly also hit you, at least 2 of them, or 1. So yeah, then you're charging up. You can also start charging up here, you don't have to charge up before. So Dr. Doppler will talk to you. And then how he plays is like every time when you hit him and he has his force field up, he will regain HP. So if you would like shoot at him, he gets all the HP back. And if you would do that again, when he's having his force field up, he would like regain HP. That was just kind of the way how I play it. So I shoot the charge shot into him, and then I take the damage of his attacks. And then there's a faster way, by the way, you have to check that. So I just use that, I take the HP, and then I kill him. I will show you what happens if he has his force field up, if you saber him. Then you see like how his HP is gaining again, but it should be actually not a big deal to kill him like now. So... well, he's still dead. He's not doing it, okay. Well, kill him. Since we are playing advanced strats, kill him. Wait for the text box, of course, until they come. And now we come to Mr. Sigma, because Doppler was from Sigma like a puppet, and now we go to Doppler 4, what is actually Sigma. So, last stage and last fights. If you need HP, there is a way here to get HP from the enemies. If you don't need HP, what you should do is like switch to the blades and just kill them with the blades. There are a lot of enemies, so if you want to refill your HP, you see like there are a lot of HP possibilities. The guys on the top, they drop HP, and you can actually use HP, or if you need like weapon energy, then you use the Seor's weapon. But yeah, we are just going now by using the blades, and then we are going up here. We are just climbing here up. We are starting to charge and shoot the charge away. And when you see here the double thing, this one, then you make one more jump and then the air dash to reach that part. So yeah, you just go here up, and then you just jump here with air dash, and then another air dash from here and the jump to the wall. So yeah, it's actually a really short stage. It's just the boss fight, the Sigma. And if you want to refill your sub-tank and you want to be safe, just do that there. Mostly stay on the ground, I would say. Kill these guys. Climb here up. Use the up dash, and you are there. And I show you two ways of how to fight Captain Sigma. And that's now very important, why I take the heart, of course. So there are two ways what you can do. One is, what I do is I get the shot into his head and I wait until his last fire is out, and then I hit him again. So the fight is actually this. He's only vulnerable in the moment with his shield when his head, like at his head. So you have to make a dash jump and put the saber into his face. And what I mostly do is, like, of course I get the damage then. There are much more advanced strats where you can actually damage less play him. But I take the damage, I go over him, and I wait until his last fireball is going to the left. It's like, I think 5 or 6. And then I jump again and put the saber into him. And there's another way that you wait until he's coming to the middle and shoots fire at you, and then you get him there. So what I do, like I was mentioning in the first fight, is I do the saber into him, I get the hit, and I wait until his last fireball comes, and then I normally hit him and kill him. If you miss it, good luck to survive. You have still a sub-tank perhaps. And this is how I play it. There's another way what you can do if you want to be more safe. It's of course the first one, again into him. Well, if he jumps, didn't jump. So let me try to show you that. So you wait until he's going, and then you get him there. But depends how you want to play. So you wait until he's there and then you get in there or on the way. But I prefer to just wait until his fire is disappearing, like he has no more fire shots. Like here, and then get him there. This is how I play Captain America. And now comes the last boss fight and the last climb. And I will explain you what you can do actually at that last boss fight. So you hold starts when you hear that boing, and then you see the big body. And I will explain you what you can do or what you have to do. There are different ways. So you start charging, and the mines are coming out, and then you are just bonking the body and don't get killed. So yeah, there's a fast way and a slow way. Force the mines to go not at your place. I have to explain you one thing. So the hitbox of this Mega Sigma, this Big Sigma, is bigger than his sprite is looking like. So you think you are not touching him, especially at his hand, but you still touch him at his hand. So you have to be a little bit away. When you get hit by the rockets and you have like this HP what I have right now, you are dead. So if you want to be playing safe, you directly take the sub-tank in the beginning, charge up. The mines what are coming out of his body are always coming to your position what you're staying there. So what you should do is you wait until him, because he's very slowly, shoot the charge away and let the mine come to you, then dash away and then get the first saber. Then charge up again, bonk his body, because his body makes bonk makes 8 HP and the rockets are making more HP. So bonk the body and put the saber into his body, since you have still iframes. If he's just going away, charge up again, and if you have a sub-tank and you are on low HP, you can already refill right now. So you just charge up, let the mine come to you, then get the saber, charge up, bonk. If he goes away, well, he goes away, and then you kill him and you have exactly 2 HP. This is one heart I was picking up. And if you have a sub-tank, you can actually sub-tank right now. There's a faster way. You charge up and then get him like directly here in the beginning. I never tried that. So you get him there and then you get him on the ground. Just from the theoretical part. So this is like the fastest way. Like this, and then bonk him and get him from the theoretical part. But like I said, it's very tight, the input. And I'm still in the iframes, but I still, you see, it's super hard. So I prefer to play like that, way that he comes. He can stand still or can directly go away when you bonk him. But he can also stand still and you can use the iframes and kill him. Yeah, but the fastest way would be, like I said, you climb here and you get him. And it can be even faster. So yeah, the pros are making him look like an amateur. But this is how you play the Big Sig. And if you have a sub-tank, you should definitely sub-tank quickly. If you don't have a sub-tank and you have one heart, you actually have to survive now the climb. And in the climb I always do 3 climbs and then I make an up dash. There are 1, 2, 3. It's going like always closer, like the walls are going closer, so that means you have to jump away and you can dash jump to that place, and I always do an air dash and I climb, and if you get hit by the lava you lose HP, and if you have like 2 HP you would be dead without the sub-tank, so you have to be really careful. So you just climb here until the lava goes up, and when I see the lava I do like 1, 2, 3 and then I make an air dash, 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, and then I stay on the wall And now the phase is coming for you, and if you're not on the place, you will get kicked down to the lava, and time is here. The moment when you lose control and when you stop, when you have the dash animation, when you see the walking animation, the time is done and you beat the game. And if you get hit by his face, then you get hit into the lava, and you should definitely sub-tank. But yeah, try not to get into the lava, and try to get the climb. On console, the climb is much more laggy than on emulation, so that's why you are in the leaderboards, you are 9 seconds slower, so they convert it. So your time on emulation will be 9 seconds downgraded, because this is how long the climb costs with the lag on the console. And yeah, try not to fall into the lava, try to survive Captain America, Sigma and Big Sig, and yeah, climb the lava part, and try not to have the problem that you're falling into the lava, or that you get knocked down from him into the lava. If you have like 2 HP with the 1 heart, you take extra. But yeah, this is the tutorial of Mega Man X3 any %. Much more advanced strats like killing mini bosses can be shown or seen, especially in the tutorial of Justincredible. In his 100% tutorial, I will link that. There are a lot of strats you can actually take. The only thing is, like, you don't pick up so much. And yeah, different boss rush and everything, but mini boss and Tiger, you can copy. You can copy the mini boss in Seahorse, and yeah, the Seahorse mini boss is also, you can copy a lot of stuff there. But I just hoped I could show you a little bit how to get a 46, 45, 44, 43 in this game, and explain all the strats, what are important, all the quick kills, what you can do and what I do. And with that, I wish you the best, getting a good time, and I think the tutorial was not longer than 2 hours, so you should be actually can watch it really quickly. And if you learned already X1 or X2 in your speedrun career, then it's actually not so hard to also learn X3, because you already know the movement and stuff. And it's not so much RNG in this game like in other X games, X1, X2, but has some problems with the input. They say that when you're pressing in the first frame of your input, when you're like want something, it could be that your character is not doing anything, like not shooting, not dash jumping, or not jumping. So it could be that many times you press something and you don't get the input out of your controller, and you're wondering why. Nobody knows, it's just the programming, I guess. And another important stuff in this run is that you have to hold the up dash as long as possible to get the up dash on the highest point. If you stop holding up dash, you will cancel your up dash and you will fall down again. So that can also be a struggle when you're not holding the up dash. But yeah, that's all for my information I can give you, and I wish you good luck in the 90% speedrun. We have Discord, and if you have any questions you can ask in our Discord from the Mega Man X guys. Check in when you want some strats to get known, and if you have any questions to my tutorial, just let me know and write me if you want a message, or contact me. I try to explain